Okay, in this video you are going to be I'm going to do a slot on the top of this donation box. So the same thing like what I've done just now, create a 2D sketch, click on the surface, just create any rectangle will do lah, something like that, simple one. Finish sketch, we do extrude, click on this area. Instead of building a new solid, because we don't want any more new solid, we want to cut this hole. So I click on the center button, click on this center button, call cut. Once you click cut, you click OK. You see the hole is being created. If I look from the top, I can click this to see from the top view. I can click on these arrows to rotate it. You can see it's pink color below. Why? Because my base is pink color. Okay, so I have the slot here already. The slot is created. So I've done this. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to see whether my size is correct. Let's say if I draw the size wrongly, actually the donation box should be much bigger. What do? I have to start from my base. So my base size is actually wrong. So I click my base and I realize that my extrusion one should be much wider. My extrusion one, if you look at the browser, is based on my sketch one. So I'm going to double click sketch one and change the size of my donation box. So I can click on dimension, touch the line and you drag it out. You see it's 54.8, which is 54.8 mm, something like 5.4 centimeters, relatively small. Let's try to change this to 100. And dimension of the other, the width 39, change to 100. Okay, now it's become much bigger. What I'm going to expect is when I click finished, my box has become much bigger. If you realize, relative to the size of the coin slot, this box has become much bigger. The other thing is, if I want to reposition this coin slot to the center of the box, what do? I have to simply look at the last extrusion which I did. I go and click on my browser. The last extrusion is extrusion 7. Extrusion 7 is based on sketch 4. So I'm going to double click sketch 4 and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to reposition my line 16. Let's do a 50. Oh no, it's not so correct. Let's do it again. Okay, so I'm going to size the coin slot first. Let's go in and see what's the size of a normal coin. Maybe the thickness should be 5 mm and the width of the coin, let's say maybe it's 2.5 centimeters, so I'll make it 25. Finish sketched, and I have the proper size coin slot. Let's go and double click sketch 4 again. Dimension it, how far away from it should be the edge. Let's put maybe 45, something, a rough gauge. Okay, from the edge to the end of the coin box, the donation box, let's put another 45, something like this. If it's too much, then maybe 40. Okay, something like that. So for your donation box, you have to make sure that you know exactly where it is. So roughly in this case, I've repositioned it. If I finish the sketch, you see I managed to shift the coin slot. Okay, so with this, you managed to complete the whole donation box with a standard cuboid and 6 pieces of acrylic, 3 mm thick. The dimension is 100 by 100 by 50. Yep, so this should get you started with your projects in the future. Don't forget to click save. Okay, now you have your 6 pieces of acrylic with 1 extrusion of a cut. Okay, thank you.